Welcome back to another edition of Music Monday from the podcast Nurture the Mind. I am your host, Cole Poots, and we have yet again another music reaction. This week, I think it's going to be a first appearance on the channel for this artist. He's one of my more favorite artists of all time across all the different genres. It is none other than ASAP motherfucking Rocky. And apparently he is coming out with a new album this year, coming up soon, called Don't Be Dumb. When is the official release date? I want to double check that. Like, I'm assuming it's in January or February, since we already have a single. Yeah, so it's going to come out on January 16th, which is literally, today is the 11th, Sunday, so it'll be coming out on, Thursday or Friday? Yeah, it'll be coming out on Friday. Let's go. It's coming up quick. So, of course, for this music reaction, he just dropped a song and a music video, which is Punk Rocky, which is a great name for a song, and it leads me to believe, just by the name of it, that, I don't know, is this going to sound like punk rock? Is he doing a genre switch? Is he pulling an MGK? Is he going from rap and hip hop, which has been most of his career, and now pivoting to a different sound? I feel like maybe in his recent songs, projects, whatever, I do think he's been testing out a bunch of different sounds. I mean, I think this is the first album that he's putting out since 2018, when we got, oh my gosh, what's it called? I totally forgot the name of that album. I'm gonna have to look that up as well. Like, I can picture the title, or I can picture the cover art for the album, but I can't remember the album name. Testing. Yeah, that was his last album that he put out in 2018, and I just remember that album having a bunch of different sounds. So I feel like ASAP Rocky has been going in this direction for a while. I mean, to not release a project, like a full album, full-length album, since 2018, we are getting the first album from ASAP Rocky in 8 years, which is crazy. So I'm really excited for this, how it's gonna sound. I feel like it's gonna be crazy. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of different sounds. Like, who knows? This man is a pretty big creative, and it's been a while, since he dropped an album. So I'm assuming it's gonna be really good. And, if he is trying a different sound, it might take me a second to get used to it, but we'll see. ASAP Rocky. Song is Punk Rocky. We're also going to watch the music video. We might have to go through it twice. We shall see. Here we go.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You need to go get a job instead of making all this noise 24/7. I got solutions, Mom. I got solutions. This is supposed to look illegal. Respectfully. Officers, hey, look.
Look at that guy. He's fucking jacked. Listen to those sounds. Ooh, okay. She's wearing a Beavis and Butthead shirt. Oh shit. Jeez, bro, that was crazy. That was all over the place, and I'm talking about the music video, but also about the song. Man, it's really hard. I'll be honest, it is really hard to pay attention to the music when the music video is so chaotic. Like, I didn't get much of the sound, so we'll give it a second listen without the music video, but yeah, there's a lot going on in there. Like, I catch brief things throughout the music video, all the people that are with A$AP Rocky, especially in the beginning when they're in the garage and they're like jamming out. And I noticed that one of the people is like one of the Crash dummies, which I think he had that as a part of the theme for testing, if I remember correctly. So I thought that was cool how he incorporated that from his last album. I guess I don't really understand the purpose of the big muscular guy that is just so, I don't know if that's like in the music video, he's the neighbor to A$AP Rocky and everybody that is a part of the band that A$AP Rocky has, but it's like for them having concerts and putting on shows, this big muscular guy with his shirt off just gets so fucking pissed and comes over there every single time and just tries to beat the fuck out of him. But you hear some things that A$AP Rocky is talking about. You know, there's lyrics in there where he says, I'm going through some stuff right now. I'm going through some changes, you know, and then like crying in the microphone or something like that. And I think he's talking about love. And this is where I'm a little bit clueless. I know for a long time he was with Rihanna, and I'm pretty sure, I think they got married, and I'm pretty sure they at least had one kid, if not multiple kids. And so I could be clueless here, and I might have to look at Google, but like, did they go through some type of breakup? And that's what he's talking about on this song. And maybe we'll get, you know, more as we go and the actual album rolls out. But it feels like there is obviously some sadness and some loss and some grief in his lyrics. But the sound, you know, to me, it sounds a little bit softer and lighter than punk rock, but I'm sure that this song could still fit into that genre. I've said this time and time again. I love when artists, even though they're known for a particular genre, I like when they go outside of their genre. It tells me that they are willing to get uncomfortable. They're willing to go outside of their comfort zone. And if you're going to call yourself a true musician, a true artist, a true creative, I feel like you have to do that on a regular basis. If you are a true one of those things, you don't want to create things that you've already created or create things that mimic and are very, very similar to the things that you've done in the past. I think true creatives, every time they create, they want to evolve. They want to go into something new. I know I reference MGK a lot when it comes to this subject, but I just remember even from his recent album back in the summer of 2025, Lost Americano or Americana. I think he was doing, well, it's in one of the songs, but he also did interviews about it afterwards. And he basically said that, like, every single time it comes to writing a new project or doing a new album, like, even if things are going very well in his life, it's almost like he has this self-sabotage nature to him where he self-destructs in order to create a new piece of art. So I don't know if it's something that's always conscious for him. He made it seem like it's this unconscious thing or down in his subconscious, but now he's aware enough to realize that through like every single album's cycle, he's basically had to blow everything up and start over. And to me, that is very reminiscent of the creative process. Like I said, whether you're a true creative, a true artist, a true musician, is testing everything that you've done before in the past, everything that you've known before in the past, and trying to obliterate it and do something completely different. So it feels like on the surface of listening to this song that maybe that's what A$AP Rocky is doing. Again, I think he was headed in that direction when he put out Testing. And Testing, I like all of A$AP Rocky's albums and projects, but that is definitely one of my favorites because it blends his old sound with his new sound, this new sound that he was striving towards, this new sound that he was evolving towards. And I think it's great. And you see with a lot of hip hop and rap artists, just because that's their predominant, their main genre, doesn't mean that they aren't influenced by other genres and other types of music. I mean, look at Post Malone right now, doing all of this stuff with country, basically turning into a country artist. And that's definitely not where he started. I mean, he's probably always gonna go back to his roots or celebrate his roots or appreciate his roots, but like, it's just so analogous to what happens to all of us in life. I think it's one of the main reasons that we are here on this earth, in this universe, and this whole thing is created by a higher power, some master creator. And one of the biggest things that we're called upon to do as humans is to constantly get better, is to constantly evolve. And so I think it is completely analogous to what we're seeing here with A$AP Rocky, what we've seen with Post Malone, what we see with MGK, what we saw with Mac Miller, what we see with Tyler, the Creator. Like, you don't feel right as a human if you fully admit to yourself that you're not evolving. Nobody feels good doing that. It feels like a very slow and steady death. It's like you are basically dead while you are still alive. It's basically like, okay, I'm not in the ground yet, but I'm above ground, but it feels like I'm in my casket. So relating all of this together, like, we have to evolve. And I think that's what A$AP Rocky is doing. And I think he's talking about some sensitive subject matter. So I'm gonna do a quick Google search because I don't know. With A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, like, are they done? I totally missed that. I don't pay attention to a lot Rihanna and A$AP Rocky are a high-profile celebrity couple known for their long friendship that turned into a romance around 2020, leading to a family with 2 sons, RZA and Riot. I didn't realize that's what they called their sons, and a 3rd child on the way as of late 2025, early 2026. So they're about ready to have their 3rd kid, along with major fashion moments, frequent collaborations, and significant public appearances, solidifying their status as style icons and music powerhouses. So they didn't break up? I don't know. I don't see anything that says that they broke up. Okay, maybe they are still together. I don't know. Just what I heard in the lyrics, it sounded like maybe he was going through a breakup, going through a divorce. I guess I don't know if they're married. But they got 3 kids? Holy shit, I didn't realize that. I mean, I knew it was like at least 1. I was like, maybe 2, but 3rd one on the way. All right, well, I'm missing something then. How about we give it one more listen and let's see what happens. The music video was way longer, like the end of 4 minutes, about 5 minutes, and then like the actual song, I'm on Apple Music, it is almost 4 minutes, so that music video adds a lot of substance to it. A$AP Rocky and Tim Burton, doesn't he make movies? That's why is Tim Burton the one that did Nightmare on Christmas or whatever that's called? Tim Burton, that's why it feels like a movie. He's working with a dude that literally makes movies. All right, here we go. Oh, percussion. Here we go. Slow it down. I love those vocals in the back. Sounds like a female. Yeah, man, I'm not any closer to figuring out the context and the subject matter of the song. It sounds like he's talking about a broken relationship, a broken marriage. He said there at the end, she don't want to be my wife no more. Well, I don't know. I don't see anything online. Maybe they did, but they didn't want to make it public. I don't know. We're going to have to find out more once the album actually releases, but let me do my research real quick. Yeah, Google is saying yes, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are still together, happily raising their 3 children. Oh, their daughter must have been the last one that was born. Her name is Rocky, but it's spelled Rocki. And recently, A$AP Rocky referred to himself as Rihanna's loving husband in a late 2025 interview, fueling speculation they are married, though he'd previously remained coy. Okay, I don't know. Maybe he's talking about something in the past. Maybe he's taking the perspective of somebody else. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Tim Burton, he is an American filmmaker and animator. Yeah, and what was the movies that he worked on? I was right. The Nightmare Before Christmas, he worked on Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, Alice in Wonderland, Frankenweenie, he did Batman in 1989, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Sleepy Hollow, Sweeney Todd, Big Fish. Man, he's done a lot of stuff. That's cool that A$AP Rocky teamed up with him. Yeah, guys, I'm not any closer. Maybe you guys would be able to provide some context, but at least on that second listen, I'm able to hear the sounds a little bit more. I'm able to hear the lyrics a little bit more. It sounds really good. And now that I've listened to it a second time and there's no music video, I can say a little bit more confidently that it sounds more like punk rock. So we'll see what the rest of the album sounds like, but I like this pivot. I like this direction that he is going in and basically being unapologetic. I don't know why there are any artists, bands, musicians that are out there that are afraid to try things. I mean, you're literally in that space of being a creative. You should take risks, just like everybody else in life should take risks. But yeah, that's a pleasant song. I mean, you can hear everything in there. He is rapping and flowing and going fast, but he's also singing at times, having the harmonies and the melodies, and honestly, he's got a great voice when he does that. So I like the blend of the two worlds, and I'm very excited for this project to start out 2026. It may be one of those projects that defines 2026. There's not a ton of artists that I get excited for when they drop a new project, just because of the amount of projects that we get nowadays. I mean, it's so hard to keep up with music. I have so many albums, projects from 2025, 2024, 2023 in my music library that I haven't even gotten to. But if it is one of the more prominent artists that I love, that I listen to on a regular basis, if they're coming out with a new album, I will take the time to listen to it. So people like A$AP Rocky, they get priority. If it was Schoolboy Q, he would get priority. A Kendrick Lamar, a Tyler the Creator, Mac Miller, even though he's deceased, we got Balloonerism last year. If it's Sleep Token, if it's A Day to Remember, if it's Turnstile, there's certain artists that I will, in the busyness of today's world, in my own schedule, I will make time for that. But it's not the same as it was when I was in college or when I was in high school and I had more free time, so I could check out, you know, pretty much any project that I wanted to. So that kind of sucks about age, but ASAP Rocky dropping a project, I will definitely check that out when it is released on Friday the 16th. We're on the 11th, so we're not that far away from it. Guys, that is the end of the reaction. As always, at the end, I talk about 4 things that you guys should help me out with. Number 1 would be to like the video. Number 2, subscribe to the channel. Number 3, comment in the comment section down below. And number 4, share this message, this video, this content via social media, or you can tell people about it in real life. So word of mouth. And basically doing one of these 4 things, if you came over here, you watched this video, this podcast, and you got value out of it, you thought it was entertaining, you enjoyed it, it made you laugh, like whatever, if it provided value, if it did any of those things, do me a solid and share the content and help me grow my channel. We call it a value exchange for a reason, because I'm the one that comes over, records, puts in the effort, gives my honest, genuine, raw reactions and thoughts. And for simply doing that, you guys help me out by doing a solid. It's an exchange for an exchange. Guys, it is Sunday. We have some playoff football. The Bills and the Jaguars already played. The second game is on right now between the 49ers and the Eagles. And then later tonight, we will have the Chargers and the Patriots. I got to go hit a leg workout. Not looking forward to it. Legs is probably my least favorite thing to do, but we got to keep the body balanced. I can't just train upper body and never do legs. Anyways, guys, I'm heading out of here. Take care, and I will see you on the next reaction video, podcast, whatever it turns out to be. Love you guys.